face you down a little bit. I should have did that before I press record. The following message has been co-signed by the divine and sponsored by spirits. Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Coming to you live once again from Las Vegas. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm back to deliver your latest timeless collective channel tarot message from the download series. So if you're here, it's by divine design. If it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly today, because you'll always be the one with the consequences and repercussions to pay. You have questions, I have answers. You can find those facts conveniently located on my website, located in the title of this live, raw, real, uncut, unedited, unscripted, unfiltered, sugar-free broadcast. And after these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah. A teenager will become very involved and active in your life and introduce new ideas, excitement, suspense, bewilderment, anticipation, and sensation. They might not be a literal teenager for some. It could just be a very youthfully oriented, like a child at heart. Okay, somebody who, they could even just be fucking childish. But I'm just getting a young at heart energy. Okay, but there's somebody who's coming in with new ideas, excitement, suspense, bewilderment, anticipation, and sensation. So let's see what's the spiritual AF message today. I'm going to be doing a separate video for the Spanish today. That's what I was guided to. So whatever I'm guided, that's what I'm going to do. What's the spiritual AF message that I have for you today, please? And thank you. Forgive the fuck out of someone today. You're probably thinking it's not that easy. Sorry, but yes, the fuck it is. Take all the energy you put into being mad and make a case for how wrong so-and-so is and let that shit go. Start small so you can get the hang of it. The driver who just cut you off, yell, I forgive you, and wave. Secret bonus perk, forgiving someone usually pisses them off worse than anything else. Okay. Is somebody going to be forgiving a teenager? One of the kids, when the kids done fucked up? But you're going to forgive their ass anyway? Is this, you're going to be forgiving somebody who acted very juvenile or who acted like a fucking teenager? And, like, letting go of some shit? And just fuck it, you know? Okay. Just be aware that when you make peace with somebody, they don't want peace with you. They may not want peace with you. If they do, they'll be inclined to be peaceable. But some of them are just going to get pissed the fuck off. Some of them are just going to get mad. And none of it has anything to do with you. And you know what you can do about it? Not a fucking thing. You can't even do a fucking thing about it. How they respond to you has a lot more to do with them than it does you. It's just like yesterday, I was like talking to somebody. Oh, this lady was, I know you ain't singing my song in here. I said, as a matter of fact, I am. And if this was a gay bar, there'd probably be 3 gay boys up here doing the whole Whitney routine while I'm singing this song. And he was like, well, dang, what's going on with you today? Are you a little aggressive today? Are you having a bad day too? I said, no, actually, I'm just high vibrational. And you're probably sensing the opposite sense of that same spectrum of emotion. I said, because you've had a bad day, but the way you perceive me has a lot more to do with you than it has to do with me. So take that, put it in your pipe, roll it up and smoke it if it works for you. What do we have from the lyrical evolution? Ha! Eminem, Venom. And I know they're gonna hate, but I don't care. I can barely wait to hit them with the snare and the bass square in the face. This fucking world better prepare to get laced because they're gonna taste my venom. Okay. Venom. Honey, you got some bite to you. You got some bite to you. Hi, Hirsch, you got that snapback. Hey. All right. Let's get... No, I don't want to start with tarot. I wanted to start with my cards. Let's start with the I Ching. What's the message for the download today, please and thank you? What is the message for the download today? Lesser Sky, what you want to say? To the love and peace and happiness. Try here. Shout outs to Liza and Janine. Try here. First comment is the live session. And like I was saying earlier, I'll be doing the Spanish, but I was guided to do Spanish their whole own video today. So we'll see what the fuck is up with that. I see Chris and Kim with us as well. What's up, Interstellar? All right. What's the message for the download today? Just give it some nice thorough shuffles and get it real good and mixed up. All right. What's the message? What is the message? The message is patience. Water above and sky below. Patience. I heard all things will come through in divine timing, but just chill out until then. Okay. Let's see. Patience. There's a lot to be said for that, but we're going to read what the book says. It says a fisherman can cast a line, but still can only wait for the fish to bite. Your catch will come in its own good time. You cannot make it come sooner, not by working or by planning or by wishing. Though you may have a need to provide nourishment, it's only through patience that you could become the bridge between the fickle fish and the eventual feast. Strength in a time of trial waits quietly, resolutely. Weakness grows agitated, abandoning the effort before the fish start biting. Periods of waiting are most fruitful when used for quiet contemplation. This is patience. Proceed cautiously but resolutely with whatever you are doing. The situation calls for consistency and perseverance. Waiting is an essential skill. Patience is a powerful force. Time is an ally for those with inner strength. The strength that allows you to be uncompromisingly honest with yourself while sticking to the path you have charted. If you persevere with a positive attitude, time weakens even the hardest obstacles. To rush anything or force results simulates resistance and causes setbacks. At best, you achieve surface changes that may be reversed just as quickly. Steadfast waiting, holding to your integrity, leads to slow but permanent improvements. In the end, you accomplish something great. Be content to practice patience. Don't push it. Just relax and let it flow. Okay. Let's see what we have from the Pleiadian Oracle to add to our message today. Especially if you are dealing with teenagers, there has to be some forgiveness because they're young. They don't always know better. You learn through experience. Teenagers haven't had that many experiences. And maybe, again, it's not a literal teenager, a physical teenager. But in this experience, there's somebody here who is inexperienced, who doesn't have the experience that you do. Okay. Oh, good. All right. So, yeah, there's somebody here who doesn't have the experience that you do. And so patience goes a very, very long way. It's interesting because your forgiveness could really piss somebody off. I'm just saying, like, I'm going back to that because they talked about when people get mad because they get forgiveness, but at the same time, we also had the Venom song come out from Eminem, and Venom, that's fucking poisonous. Interesting. Even if you offer forgiveness, to someone. Oh, really? Okay. Interesting. So what I just got was, there's something that happens energetically when you forgive somebody, okay? It happens in your energy, and then it happens also in their energy. When you release resentments and grudges and you just forgive, not only does it free you, but it also opens up the experience so that other person can be guided through to forgiveness as well. You usually don't know nothing about it, but a lot of times that looks like it's called karma as well. So let's see what's a Pleiadian Oracle have to add to the message today. What is the download message today? Okay. Well, fuck. Why you do that? Why you give me 2 cards? Okay, the one closest to me. Thank you. Let's see what we have. It's the Star Centers, card number 16. Is that how old your teenager is in your experience for somebody? Or do they just act like they're 16? Or does somebody make you feel like you're fucking 16 again because they're triggering the fuck out of you? Somebody's like, you're treating me like I'm a little kid. You're treating me like I'm a teenager. What? I don't know. Somebody, you might feel like you're 16 again. I'm getting that. Seated across your now and future Earth are planetary hubs of elevated consciousness where like-minded communities and starseed initiates will meet to foster human evolution. Known as star centers, these have begun to sprout and will continue with their intention to seed a network of activation points throughout the lands of Gaia. These star centers are extremely important, for they begin to chip away at outdated systems such as borders, court systems, false education, and expand the hue into their greatest capacity as a free-thinking, creative, infinite beings that works together in unity. Through their establishment, your society will gradually transform into a galactic civilization and be formally introduced into the Galactic Federation of Light, which is a universal body of intergalactic species working together in alignment for peace and unity. When the Star Centers card arrives, we as your Pleiadian guides are proclaiming that you have a star mission with land or community. Your soul mission is to live and be at one of these star centers in order to embed your unique teachings and activations to others. Now is a good time to invest in real estate, take opportunities to travel, and be open to invitations to live at a star center. Another meaning of this card may represent that it is an ideal time to change locations or move to other parts of the globe. Whatever it is, you're being guided to arrive at one of these star centers for your betterment of your Earth. Additional meanings are travel, real estate, new home, self-sufficiency, community, group consciousness, global mission, and teaching groups. Okay. So, is this something to do with a teenager where they're living at? Or where you're living at? Is somebody's kid pissed off because y'all are moving? Another thing that came through when I was reading that, my daughter had recently sent me a TikTok because it was this lady and she was talking about the energy around Las Vegas, and she was talking about it being one of the largest energetic vortexes, and I'm like, I've been fucking channeling that forever. I felt like I'm guided to be here in Las Vegas. Some of you could be feeling like where you're going is a purpose. You don't always see everything on the surface of why you're in a place. Sometimes you've asked yourself, why is it that this fucking toxic ass worst environment, or in my family, everybody's so fucking dense. They're all sleep as fuck. Why the hell? It's like nobody gets it in this city. Shit like that. Well, congratulations. If you're the only one, you are so fucking important. Because in your hood, you're the one holding it down. Like you are the star center there. So there is that energy there. Like you could be feeling like you're very much on your own. And the teenager card has said it before, and now I just heard it again. It's like humanity, the consciousness of humanity is like a teenager right now. It's not full grown. And they're showing me teenager hormones. I started to channel a long time ago when my own daughter was becoming a teenager. about not even knowing I was channeling, about like the first time you have certain adult hormones when you're coming into puberty and you're a teenager and everything seems like a biggest fucking deal because your body has never been exposed to those hormones before. So that's kind of like what's happening with humanity and the consciousness of humanity overall. And then now they're showing me, and then there's breakouts of shit that lies underneath the surface. You call them pimples. And blackheads and whiteheads. Yeah, and it's all the soot that lies beneath the surface. So consciousness of humanity is much like a teenager right now in puberty, exposed to new hormones, so to speak, aka new light activation codes, new awareness of the ability of their divine nature and essence that they truly are. It's not that it's new, it's finally matured to a level to understand it. So see, the teenager has all of the same stuff inside of them their whole life. As they were born, they have their little genitals and their hormones are in there just waiting to bust out and all that stuff. But the exposure to it doesn't come until they're at that coming of age time. So there's definitely something there about a coming of age of consciousness for our society. We have rotation coming here. Rotatio. It's card number 69. Hey, 69. 69 was a very good year. Don't you know what I mean, my dear? Okay, so let's see what we have in this card. It's almost the last one. Rotatio. All right, the wheel. Monotony. Cycles. Rotation is a great alchemical operation of the wheel. Through its circularity, it indicates that work performed again and again and again produces results. It reminds us our efforts are cumulative, not singular, nor is the work ever fixed or finished. Rather, the alchemist rises each day to tend to the laboratory, to weave their work into the world. It is the epitome of the alchemical axiom, idea mutata resurgo. Although changed, I arise the same. This operation is expressed through images of the circle, the spiral, the Ouroboros, and the wheel. By its non-hierarchical shape, we are tossed back into the spin, just when we thought we had it all figured out. Though this stage can be frustrating and cause a fair amount of restlessness, it is at the heart of all spiritual practices. Okay. They were talking about the spiral, and what I saw that just showed it to me, like if there's like those table decorations or no hanging decorations you buy for a party, you pick it up and then it like hangs down. So the flat spiral is the top view or the bottom view looking up. But when you look at it from the side, when you get another perspective and you look at it from the side, you can see that it's actually an upward moving spiral. And we've talked about this so many times over the years on the channel here, that life is like an upward moving spiral. You hit the same place from a different headspace, or at least that's the point. That's the hope, the intention. So yeah, it could get fucking annoying as hell when you keep going through the same shit over and over again. And it's like raising children. Oh my God, I remember when my kid was little and I'm like, ugh, I should just fucking record myself and hit play on that shit over and over. It's all you have. They said it's cumulative, not singular. You're going to have to do this over and over and over again. And yes, in life too. And no, that's not what the fuck you want to hear. But I'm not here to tell you what the fuck you want to hear. Remember, as sugar-free, the only thing we sugarcoat around here is these nails. You're going to do the same shit over and over again. But the point is, how are you going to do it this time? How are you going to do it this time? Now, how are you going to do it this time? In other words, are you going to bring the lessons that you learned from last time to make a different choice to see how you can switch your shit up? I hope so. All right. Let's see what we have from the wild unknown archetypes to add to the message today. What's the download, please? What's the download message today? That was loud. Download message today. This one. The self. So one of the biggest lies they ever told us is that The world does not rotate around you. The universe doesn't rotate around you. You motherfucking liars. Yes, it does. Especially your universe, especially your world, especially your experiences. It literally all rotates around you. And you'll be surprised how many people, like, that's what I hear. That's why you have so many people blame gaming their way through life, because they believe, I hear erroneously, because they've been taught erroneously that the world and the universe does not revolve around them, when literally it's your own vibration, your own frequency, your own headspace is going to dictate your own experience. Okay. Especially the subconscious shit. I'm hearing especially the subconscious shit. All right. So the self, the soul, the witness, the watcher. The self is the prism that allows the spectrum of our personalities to radiate. It does not judge, prohibit, suppress, or oppress any of its parts, as it lovingly knows that all aspects have a time and a place, and leads us to experience the full breadth of life's offerings. The self is the central abiding container, the awareness of the infinite universe of possibilities. When this card appears, it's a call to step back in, to witness consciousness, to observe yourself navigating the world. Ask yourself, am I the stew or am I the chef? In most situations, our egos draws us into the cauldron where we swirl, spin, and smolder in chaos. Yet the self is a graceful culinary dancer, watching, waiting, observing as the spectrum of ingredients become the flavor of our life. Look in the mirror for 30 seconds or more. Attempt to see the you behind the you. This is about witnessing and accepting new aspects of yourself. Unless you're in a dark energy where it can be feeling disjointed, fatigued, and diffuse energy and diffuse purpose. Okay, so this is about being real with yourself. Thank you. Thank you, AC, because I was like, yeah, diffuse purpose if you're in a shadow aspect. But when you look at yourself and you can see yourself authentically through the cycles that you're living, okay, through the cycles that you're living, I see somebody here, you're seeing where you're at in a cycle, because you actually have been studying your cycles a lot, so you can see, it's only so long. Why are you using that example? So like women who have their monthly cycle are very aware of, well, usually every month it lasts this long. You know what I'm saying? You could time that shit. It usually comes in on this day, stuff like that. I even had one woman who, never mind. We're just gonna leave that alone. I'm just saying that you should know your own cycles for your cravings, for the way you go. And somebody here, this is about learning about the cycles. This is about understanding the cycle that you're in as a collective consciousness. And for somebody, this is about a teenager who's barely learning their cycles. Okay, I want to give a shout out to TT Try. Okay. And then I see Z. What's up, baby? All right, let's see what we have as dominant energy for the experience. We're going to talk about tarot from the Giant Rider-Waite Tarot, please. And thank you. What's the message? What's the download message today? What's the overall message today? Please and thank you. This one wants to come out. We're just going to take that. We have the Six of Pentacles. It's like you're gonna get out of it what you put into it, what you investing in, and if you invest in it, you're gonna get some returns. If you don't invest in it, you're not gonna get no returns. And these Six Pentacles around her is like showing me that you gotta do it over and over and over again. Don't stop giving. Okay, don't stop investing. You have to continue. You have to be persistent. If you quit watering the plant, it's gonna quit growing. Yeah. You got to continue. This is something you have to continue to do. Even with my freaking nails, if I stop filling them, eventually they're going to be gone, but I have to fill them regularly. You know what I'm saying? You got to brush your teeth regularly. You got to wash your ass regularly. You got to eat regularly. There's cycles. Shit has to be done repetitively. Okay. The Six of Pentacles also talks about plenty to spare and share. Plenty to spare and share. On a higher vibration, it definitely talks about having so much overflow and abundance that you can give, baby. You can give. When it's on a lower vibration, it's talking about have you been giving too much to a situation that's imbalanced and in reciprocal? Well, we're gonna start off with the Kipper cards and just see what's the energy. What's the energy for this experience? A message of concern. A message of concern. You want me to read the book a little bit because I haven't been reading the book from this deck. So let's see what the message of concern has to say here. The message of concern. Here's another of Kipper's challenging cards. Okay. Here we see a lady standing in front of her writing desk receiving the mail. Her face registers surprise in her hand, leaps to her heart in dismay. Disappointing news, a setback, definitely not what you wanted to hear. It can even be a small crisis. Okay. You should reconsider your wishes and goals. This card warns you against disillusions, sad news, or the inconvenient truth. This may concern partnership in professional or money matters. Try to do better in the future. News arrives that's a little depressing. Alternately, it can be a minor illness or weakness. Okay. What exactly the message might be relating to could be indicated by adjacent cards. Okay. All right. So let's see what else we have from the message of concern. I don't know if I really want to read the book anymore. I don't care what they tell me. Message of concern about the community, about your group, about the people who are around you. Okay. Distant horizon, somebody, a message of concern about your community that's at a distance to you. Okay. Let's see what else. The child, about a child, something about a child. Okay. About when they were a child, adjudication, legal proceedings regarding a child. Somebody gonna have to answer for what they did to a kid. The family room, and it's in reverse. Family room. The family room is empty in this picture. And despair. Well, damn. Hold on. That's 7 cards. That's what I wanted to get. So there's a message of concern. You want to be helpful. You could be traveling to go. Somebody has to answer for what the fuck they've been through and what the fuck they've done. Sudden wealth is at the bottom of the deck. You have the ability to help. You have the ability to support in your community. If this is family, you're there. You're supportive. There's something here happening with the kid. Somebody here, custody battle. Yeah, somebody here, custody battle. Somebody is going to be pissed off because they finna lose their kid to their family because they ain't doing right by the kid. And the law has seen that. Somehow there's records of this, I hear. Somebody here is getting in trouble and it has nothing to do with the kid. Somebody here is getting in trouble because they did some childish ass shit. They're going to get their ass in trouble and they're going to get their ass booted out of the family. If you know what? Sometimes even your children, you have to fucking put boundaries with them. You cannot just, keep supporting unhealthy behaviors and habits. And you have to remember that sometimes it's like, did you know somebody has your car and they do a hit and run? Like, you could be held responsible. If they rob a bank, you could be held responsible, seen as an accomplice, be found guilty of some shit because of who you lend your shit to. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you got somebody who's on the run staying in your house, like that could bring fucking legal problems to your house. Somebody here is in the middle of some legal fucking problems. Why? Because they're fucking childish. They feel like everybody's supposed to take care of them. They feel like everybody is supposed to take care of them. That's not necessarily the case, though. Where we're talking about an adult who is acting childish, like they need to get over it and realize, like, everybody's not supposed to fucking take care of you. You need to take care of your own shit. You're supposed to take care and be responsible for your livelihood, for how you live. I heard I have my own children to take care of, and you're not one of them. And if that's what you're saying to somebody, good on you. Yeah, if that's what you're saying to somebody, good on you. Somebody reaching out to you because your family or you're their friend or something like that, and they've made some unwise choices. They're trying to get you to rescue them from the setup that they put themselves into. Well, all I know is this person finna be upset at the end of the day is what it looks like. Okay, this person is head into problems. I heard you cannot solve them issues for this person. You cannot solve their problems. Don't throw all your money at it. I heard do not throw all your money at it. There will be no return. Oh, they said, hold on. You better not go co-sign somebody bail bond. They said, do not go put your name on nobody's bail bond. Somebody going to be reaching out for some help with the bail bond. That money will be gone. They said that money will be gone. And if you put your house on, because I'm getting the energy, somebody putting their house on, you'll lose the fucking house. You'll lose your fucking house if you go co-sign on somebody's bail bond. That's why the family room show up in reverse. That's one reason. That's somebody's experience. Yeah, somebody here, they had to answer for what the fuck they did, okay? Somebody has to answer for what the fuck they did. The judge is like grilling these two and listening and asking the hard fucking questions. And these two people are not on the same side. They are not on the same side. Somebody is in the middle of some legal shit. Somebody here has, I hear, a young and fragile mind. This person probably needs needed some guidance and some assistance, but they didn't get it or they wouldn't accept it. And they're making grown-up fucking choices with major consequences and repercussions. This is going to stick with them for a long time. There's a community coming together to take care of a child. Alternatively, another message. There's a community coming together to take care of a child whose parents did not. And somebody daddy gonna be pissed off because the child is gonna be taken from them, and the family gonna they're gonna be so upset. Look, despair. They're gonna be sitting upset because somebody's child is being taken away from them. I see pedophiles being pissed the fuck off because they're having to answer for what they that's crazy that I'm seeing that. Yeah, I see there's some pedophiles. There's a child that's going to be rescued. It's like God has heard the situation, and it's like there's assistance on the way, and these fucking vampiric pedophiles are going to get busted, and they're going to get what the fuck they've been deserving. Jail time. I heard death sentence. Okay, it's a fucking death sentence. I heard the death of their career, the death of everything. That shit is coming out. They're gonna lose everything because of it. They're gonna lose everything. They're gonna spend all their money trying to fight this coming out, trying to prove their innocence, knowing they don't have a fucking leg to stand on, but they still gonna try. They're gonna lose everything as a result from fucking with children. You're supposed to protect the innocent children, not take their innocence from them. I see a child who was stolen away from their family. And I see a mother who's happy as fuck. They're like, we found your child. We found your child. And she's like, oh my God, they found my baby. And the baby's like just waiting with the officials for their mom to come and pick them up. Is it a little girl about 3 or 4 years old? For somebody it is. All right, let's get into my handmade oracles and see what else they show me about this message. Those are the messages that are coming through so far. This is for different ones of you, take the part that resonates and leave the part that don't. From the guiding lights, give yourself a round of applause. What you've accomplished is amazing. What you've accomplished is amazing. Is this about you healing your inner child from the influences of society? Absolutely, yes, it is. I see that. Lights, camera, action. Everybody is watching. Everybody's watching because you've accomplished major healing of the cycles in your life. Now everybody is watching. Okay, do you have your own show? Are you reading cards? Are you a YouTuber too? Do you produce content on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, you know, to share what you've learned? Your show's getting a lot of attention. I wanted to, but my spirit would not let me. Guided. Okay, so there's something here where you've been guided. You've been guided not to engage with a certain thing. You've been guided not to get involved with something or someone in this. Is it from someone at a distant, with the distant horizons? There's no going back. I get there's no turning back for you now. The words from your mouth speak empowerment and health. Keep talking. As we're talking a lot lately about protecting the children, creating awareness and wisdom for them so they can, you guys, this is spirit. This isn't even allergies. Yeah. Creating empowerment, creating awareness in order to protect the children. Creating awareness that helps heal childhood wounding and abuse issues. Okay. I see that. Don't give up on speaking to your children about the importance of community and the value of community and family, but also remembering to teach them the value of the self at the same time. That if it's truly your family and community, and if it's something that you need to hold on to, then they'll be supportive of yourself. It won't be destructive to yourself. Hello. Because so many of us watched our mothers entertain shit that was self-destructive. And sometimes our fathers too. Yeah. Usually very different things between what the mothers and the fathers accepted that was very self-destructive, but they both did that. I'm hearing they both did that. Okay. What else? The path you've chosen is taking you in a roundabout way to the destination you have chosen. There's something here that you weren't thinking about doing, and the roundabout way is showing me that spiral too. The cycle, repeating the same cycle from a different headspace, coming around to the same place from a different headspace. So you can hit it a little bit differently this time, more effectively with the information that you gathered from the last time you were here. Last time I was in this situation, this is the way I did it. This is what I'll do differently this time because, I learned it from the last time I was in this situation. I'm going to do it differently now. Okay. Like me, I learned about trying to pick people up out of their situation and put them where I thought that it'd be healthier for them, because that shit didn't necessarily work. The representative has left the building. Ooh, the representative has left the building. Somebody is showing their true nature. Okay, somebody they're showing their true nature. They cannot hide what they are anymore. Somebody here was an unhealthy. This is like everybody in the family knows that uncle is a fucking pedophile now. Keep your kids away from him. Shit like that. Everybody knows that grandpa touches the little girls the wrong way. Keep them away from him now, type of shit. You're going to have to do something different and uncomfortable to reach the destination you've chosen. Yeah. This was not ever on your plan. It wasn't on your plan to expose something, but when you expose it, you talking about it, people is paying attention, and it's beneficial. And it's fucking beneficial. It's helpful. It helps protect the children. The bottom of the deck, they said they would change. I've seen it. They are what they say. Change, better, and improved. They're saying it's you that's changed, better, and improved. Because I'm sitting here having this whole conversation. Are you telling me that the pedophile all of a sudden is no longer a pedophile? Well, some of them aren't, but that's not who we're talking about. The improvement is in you and the way you're addressing these cycles. So in the past, they're saying you didn't talk about it. You kept it to yourself. You were very afraid to talk about it. Okay. Somebody here is coming into some money, and they're going to use it to invest in creating more awareness about protecting the children, about the importance of family, pulling the community together to create awareness, okay, about the false bullshit that's been hiding in the family circles, okay, that's been allowed to perpetuate, and it's unhealthy, and that shit is being exposed like a motherfucker. I heard exposed like a motherfucker. That's exactly how I heard it. Somebody's no longer going to hide the truth. Somebody's no longer going to cover up for anyone. We're going to, it's like, we're going to expose everything. We're talking on a platform, in a room. We're talking in person, in face-to-face, individually, with groups, wherever. We don't give a fuck who's hearing. Like, this is real shit that really happens. And it's like, it's being exposed. Once you shine a light on it, and we have the lights, camera, action, right? Once you shine a light on it, the shit has to change. And they're showing me the laws of quantum physics. When you look at your focus upon an object causes it to vibrate differently. And that's the energy. That's the energy. You're shining a light on something. Now that situation has to fucking change. Okay. For somebody here, you're just dealing with the rowdy ass teenager who's coming into some fucking hormones. And once you show them the truth about some things, I'm picking up on a parent who's going to expose their children to some truths that you had hidden. You had hidden these truths from your child, and it's going to be tough for you to talk to your kids about the truth about your past and some of the shit you done did. But you're going to take all that shit you went through, and you're going to turn it into an investment in your kid, because you're going to tell them so that they can benefit themselves, so they can move better than you did. Okay, so they can have awareness of shit. Yeah. I'm just laughing to myself because this is reminding me of, they're calling to my mind what my daughter said. Yeah, Mom, I wanted to try a lot of shit, but you used to tell me about all the trouble you would get into and the problems you had, and I was scared. And besides, you always told me one way or another you were going to find out, and that if I was hiding shit, I was going to be in more trouble. She was like, all that shit worked. I was scared as fuck to do a lot of shit. And my kid, she really didn't do a lot of shit until she was 18 and over. She started doing more stuff, and she's still a good kid as far as children go. Mine is fucking aces, man. I love her, and she's amazing. But it's like, are you hiding your secrets from the past? Okay, somebody here, it takes a village to raise a child. I'm hearing it takes a village to raise a child. And so somebody here, you're sending your child, you have a child that's been having some difficulties with the legal system. Somebody here, you're sending the child away. Somebody here, the father had the child, and now the child's going to be given to the mother because the father hasn't done what the fuck they're supposed to. The child's been having a lot of problems because the father's, I'm hearing, too busy. I heard the father is too busy and is not giving appropriate attention to the child. You getting a message of concern. I see a mother getting a message of concern about their kid. Somebody here, their kid is saying, hey, dad kicked me out. Okay, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I'm staying over here at my friend's house, but I got kicked out of the house. You gonna take that shit to court. The judge isn't gonna like what the fuck he's hearing, and the dad is not gonna have custody rights with that child no more, because that's a direct violation of his custody order. You know, it's like the father was responsible for this, that, and the other time periods, especially, and falling short, he's gonna lose his rights. Okay, I see that here for somebody. Let's see what else. Okay, got the Eye of Love Tarot coming out next for you. Let's see what else comes out for today. Nine of Swords. I mean, give yourself a round of applause, because what you've accomplished is amazing, and you've been afraid. You have been living in fear, anxiety, worry. You have been living fear, anxiety, and worry. That's why it's so amazing what you're accomplishing. To come out and speak, to stand up, whatever it is. Some of you just kept praying and having faith to, like, God, I know that this is what's happening with my child. Somebody here, I'm picking up on an energy where the dad has been able to get away with so much shit. And you've been praying, God, let the truth be exposed. Let the truth be exposed. And this, like, camera action looks like full exposure, baby. Let the truth be exposed, you know, on what's actually happening there. The Lover's card is here. The angel is bringing two people together. If you're at a distance from your child physically and there's not anything you can do physically with the child, they're saying make sure you send angels, ancestors, and guides to protect the child, to give them whatever that they need. Okay, yeah, because we have the distant horizons, and some of you literally can't get physically to the child, but it doesn't mean you can't protect them from where you're at. Yeah, you're being guided to put an energy of protection over them, knowing they're showing me my niece and how and here we go with the fucking opening your mouth and saying it no matter what the fuck the repercussions are. My sister has had a habit of dating sex offenders. So with my niece living back with her, all I can do is pour the energy of protection on her. She's always blessed, safe, and protected. She'll always have whatever she needs. There'll always be adults around her who are responsible if action needs to be taken, and anything that would even try to come up to cause her damage will be exposed before it has any success. It will be stopped in its tracks. That's the kind of protection I put over my niece. She's like my daughter. It's like this is the estranged parent. I feel like an estranged parent. I mean, even when my sister was pregnant with her, I was telling you guys yesterday how I paid for her probation so that way this child wouldn't be born incarcerated, right? And given to immediately as a ward to the state. But even then, I used to call my sister my baby daddy because I was taking care of everything like a husband, or my baby mama. I was taking care of everything like a husband. So I told her, I used to laugh and talk shit. That's my baby mama. That's my baby mama. Because that little baby is my baby. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. She's my niece, but that's my baby. Okay. Yeah, she's just like me. The Two of Wands is here. It's an important decision. The way you speak out the protection and blessings over your child. And for some of you, I'm hearing you don't have a child, but this is an issue that concerns you because it's close to your heart in some sort of way. Maybe you went through something like this, even though you don't have children. Oh, and I heard for somebody here, this is exactly why you don't have children, because you didn't want that to even be a possibility. You did not trust to have children in today's world. That's wild, because at one point that's really where I came to. That's a large part of why I only have one child. I was like, I'm not interested in bringing more children into this world right now. That was my feeling once I matured a little bit. Okay. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles here, and yeah, this is referring to the child. For somebody, this child is a earth sign child. This is for somebody, this is a child who loves to play in nature. Okay, a very nature, or this child always gonna be loving to be outside and all that. Yeah, and again, I'm getting somebody's parent is not taking care of them effectively. They're gonna have to answer for that shit in court. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles. They're saying, and I heard hold the vision, hold the vision, hold the vision of protection. So this page and this Knight of Pentacles together are telling me, like, as you hold the vision of protection over the child receives it. And then they're also showing me, like, so my niece and I were estranged for like 4 years. I didn't get to speak to her at all because, when my sister got them back, she took them away and I didn't get to see her or talk to her at all. But when I did have that opportunity to talk to her, her brother brought her over when they were in town visiting, and I always pray for her, so I would talk to her, and she's super psychic and intuitive, so I would always talk to her, speak to her spirit, right? And so I asked her if she ever had dreams, and she's like, yeah, I dreamt about you a lot. I'm like, okay, cool. So it worked because I was always talking to you. I would speak to you, and I will protect you and bless you, even though I don't see you. And, she didn't want to leave when she came to my house. She's like, I don't want to go. And it's like, well, listen, no matter where you're at, I'm always going to be with you. And I tell this to my daughter and my grandchildren as well. It doesn't matter where I'm at in time and space. I'm always with them. My energy is always right there with them. If they need me, I'm always there, whether I'm in the physical or not, whether I'm in their physical presence or not. So there's something here about that energy. And it's like, as you hold that, the child receives that. So if you're a parent and you're stressed out because your kid is far away from you, or because your kid is going through some fucking puberty changes and feeling their fucking royal oats right now and being a little asshole, speak to their spirit Speak to their spirit. It happens. Speak to their spirit and trust that that energy works, because it literally does. Somebody here, I see the teenager, the 16-year-old, that they're going to be feeling some great remorse. I hear they're going to be feeling some great remorse. Somebody here, did you have to give tough love to a kid? Ooh, somebody's kid is in juvenile fucking home. Ooh, I'm sorry, I had to say it. It's not a message I wanted to transmute or to transmit for you, but I'm hearing, don't go rescuing them. Don't try to pull no strings. Let them sit there. Let them fucking sit there so that they know why they don't want to do this shit and go back, because juvenile hall is a far cry from the fucking the prison sentence that they could end up with if they don't learn their fucking lesson. And this is, I'm hearing this is divine intervention to change their path. They were headed down a dark path, so God grabbed him. I'm seeing God snatch him up by their collar and says, sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. Now they're showing me in regards to my father. My father was detoxing from crack cocaine, and he was in jail. And his family did not let his ass sit down like God said. And they brought him out, and within, was it like 2 or 3 days, within a week for sure, that's when he committed suicide. They should have left his ass sit there, and he might have lived longer, but no, they brought him out. And it's not their fault, it's just the way shit happened. But I'm just saying, sometimes you want to rescue people, but sometimes they got sat down by God for a fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta stop trying to change people's circumstances. We can't be changing people's circumstances. The only person's circumstance you should be focused on changing is your own. Especially when whoever, because what I'm hearing is you can't help those that don't help themselves. If this person isn't willing to change their own life, you can't change them for them. It's different if you watch this person is doing every fucking thing they can. It's not like they're sitting on the fucking sofa scratching their ass and eating snack food all day. Whew. Personal life experience. And then you're going out here and you're trying to find them a job and all this shit. And then you find them a job, and motherfucker gonna quit the job. No, I'd just rather be home with kids. Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out type of shit. You know, even the Bible says if the person doesn't work, then he don't deserve to eat. And it's not a direct quote. Anyways, what's the next card? We have the 6 of Swords. Yeah, 6 of Swords energy is moving on, making peace, finding calm and peace, calmer waters. And that's underneath the despair card here. So for somebody, this person is going to come into more peace. 8 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This person, whoever this is we're talking about, is going to come into a lot more peace because they're sitting in a situation that's causing them to have a realization about their self, about their energy, about what they do, so they could see themselves more in the light of truth. I hear more in the light of truth. Somebody here, that's exactly what the fuck is happening. I see somebody here who is trying to fill their time with a bunch of friends and other people around them because they're thinking about something or someone who is left their life. Somebody made a wise decision and they're not involved, and this person is not sitting their ass down. They're still running around trying to entertain themselves with this person, that person, this situation, that situation. They need to sit their ass down and chill the fuck out. Okay, because what they're doing is they're trying to hide from their feelings. And I hear, and it's hiding from their feelings that got them in this situation in the first place. You know, they didn't want to say something. They didn't want to say something. Did you call it out? Did you see it just like a parent could see their child? You could tell when that child is lying to your face. Somebody here, you called it out. Somebody here is going through an experience now because, you know, you made a decision. They had to answer for the shit in regards to you. You could see that shit clearly. They upset about it because they're feeling the loss. They're feeling the loss because you decided, you know, okay, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. You don't want to communicate. You want to think about shit, but you don't want to communicate, or you want to sit here and not do nothing about it. Okay, well, then how about this? How about I just move the fuck on? How about I just move the fuck on? And you do. And you do. You had to make Somebody here, you had to make an important decision in regards to a connection with somebody who you felt like this person was very significant in your experience, like a soulmate. This is a very strong love connection for somebody. And that person, you know, you stand your ground, but that person, like they didn't come forward with something. You know, they're like, well, do I even want this? What do I want to do? They waited. If you fucking waiting on me, you're gonna find that I'll make the fucking decision for you. Keep me waiting too long, I'll be gone, type of shit. That's what I'm picking up on. And that's exactly what happened. And that's somebody else is like feeling the absence of you now. And for somebody, this happened because that person, they still have to fucking finalize a divorce. And that's what the fuck they were thinking about and not telling you. Okay, somebody here, they was thinking about something, not telling you that, hey, by the way, I'm still married to that other one over there. So, yeah, they didn't want to tell you about that. They didn't want you to know. Something about the community knows, the family knows, though, okay? By the time they're worried that you're going to be gone by the time they get everything handled. And here's the thing, you will, because you're not understanding the delay. You're not understanding why somebody's not taking action. And to you, it just looks like, okay, well, if you're not really interested, okay, I'll just move on. That's fine with me. You can stay there. I'm not standing at a standstill. Here, I'm moving on with my life. Okay. Let's see what else we have. The 8 of Wands. Yeah, somebody here, they feel so much love for you. They feel so much love for you. They can't stop thinking about it. They always be thinking about you all the time. Yeah, somebody is thinking about you all the time. I heard if they still have your messages or pictures in their phone, they be looking at that shit all the time. Okay, but you moved on because it made sense to you. Like, it makes sense to you to move on because somebody here, they just not honoring the connection, or they're not doing their part. I'm getting both. Okay, not honoring the connection, not doing their part of what is required on their side. So what the fuck you gonna do? I can't be in this shit by myself. If I'm gonna be in this relationship by myself, I may as well just be by myself. I heard. Yeah, if I'm gonna be in this relationship by myself, I may as well just be by myself. Is what I'm getting here from this message. So let's see what else. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. You're like, I don't require you for a happy life. I know how to create a good and happy life for myself. I don't require somebody. Yes, I wanted you. Yes, I want you. But if you're not going to, I don't want I don't want the fragmented pieces of what you got left over for me. I don't want your leftover love. I don't want leftover love while you busy. Oh, I heard while you busy giving your love everywhere, over here, over there. I don't want leftover love. I don't mind you having other people in your life, but I don't want your leftovers of love. There's something here about I don't want leftovers of love. This is giving me the vibe of somebody who has a lot of connections, a lot of love connections. Like somebody who's friends with all their exes and they're busy loving everybody, and there's nothing wrong with loving everybody and talking to everybody and being communicative. That's actually very empowering, as we already had come out in the message. However, if somebody got to go with you romantically, they're going to have to focus on you a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Than making it seem like you on the side. So there's something here about, you know, if you're going to give somebody that kind of intimate attention, you're going to need that kind of intimate attention back from somebody. Not being sitting on the sidelines as when they're done with all their friends, all their exes. This is somebody who like keep you waiting to see you or talk to you after they went to go visit Tom, Dick, Harry, Sally, Susan, and Bob. Okay, all of them. All right, interesting. What else do we have? That Ace of Swords. I see like you know the truth about this. Okay, you know the truth about this situation. Okay, somebody here, I'm hearing this person is, they're stubborn. I hear they're unwilling to change. They're unwilling to change. Okay. And this card wants honorable mention. It fell to the floor. I forgot all about it. And this is what you're doing. You're on your self-development queen shit. Okay. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, feminine energy for somebody definitely coming into play. It could be you, them, or just like I said, the situation of self-development queen. Let's see what else we have. What's the message? Ace of Cups. Yeah, you have too much self-love to be made a second choice. You have too much self-love to take the breadcrumbing when somebody's done giving to all their exes. I'm really picking up on somebody's energy who is always communicating with their exes. And it's like, that's not the kind of partner I was thinking that my partner would communicate with me first before they communicate with their ex. Like, if we're together, why would you talk to them before you talk to me? Did somebody talk to their ex about a problem before they talk to you about it? Like, then you should just go be with that person. That's clearly a better connection for you. What are you even doing over here? Okay, somebody here is looking at the situation and yeah, they're like they're feeling like, damn, I could have did more. I could have did more. And like I said, somebody here, you're letting somebody sit in their situation, whether that's your kid, your ex, or somebody else. This person sitting in that situation is causing them to really think, and now they can see where they made a false move. I heard, yeah, the Page of Pentacles coming out next. That's the second Page of Pentacles we had, and it's talking about this person, if they want to. It's like my daughter posted something. It said, and it's relative to what I've been talking about, because like, do people treat people how you want to be treated, and if they uh, don't treat you the way you want to be treated, then don't let them treat you at all. But the one that she posted said, treat people how you want to be treated, and then treat them the way they treat you. So it's like, first you come into the situation, you treat them how you want to be treated. But if they don't treat you that same way, then you treat them how they treat you. If they treat you better, then fucking treat them better. If they don't treat you good enough, then don't fucking treat them. You know what I'm saying? Just don't. Okay. The Seven of Cups coming out. Somebody here is coming out of an illusion, whether they like it or not. There's been some energy of defensiveness and childishness. Okay, somebody is defensive because you said something that was really truthful, and that shit hurt like a bee, but it could set them free if they would acknowledge it. But when they didn't accept it, they didn't acknowledge it, they retaliated against it. You forgave them, you know what I'm saying, but you moved the fuck on. That shit, that still sits with them. Somebody here, I just picked up on somebody's energy, and there's this person who fucking can't get over you. They can't get over you because when you walked away, you left it in such a peaceful way. Like, you didn't fight with them on your way out the door. You didn't argue with them. You didn't talk shit to them. You didn't do none of that. They're not used to that energy. They're used to people always fussing and fighting and creating a big ass commotion. And that told them when you were gone something about you. And the longer they have to think about that, the more it affects them. Okay, and they miss you, and they wonder what the fuck you doing. Somebody gonna be wondering what the fuck you doing. They're gonna be thinking about you. They think about reaching out to you all the time. They're stuck in their head. They can't get over what the fuck you said. If this is your kid and you told them some truth about yourself, or why things have been this way, or maybe life has just shown that to them, this is really something they're deeply processing that right now. Okay, and it's gonna have them to see through some bullshit. Somebody been holding on to some lies. That shit is coming out. Those lies are being exposed. The truth is being made clear here with the lights, camera, action, and once that truth is made clear, it's go time. Some shit gonna have to change, and some shit gonna have to happen. All right. We have the Four of Wands, and it's in reverse. Yeah, party's over. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the fuck up out of here. Energy. Somebody here, yeah. I mean, you took action. You decided you weren't going to be afraid. Somebody, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the fuck up out of here. Yeah, the Chariot in reverse. Somebody made their decision in love, and you made your decision to not hold yourself up because of their decision. And the situation, it's like, okay, that didn't work out. It's going to have to go another way. You've been spiritually guided. You saw the truth about this situation. Somebody was trying to block you from seeing the truth about their energy towards you, but Spirit showed you. You can see the truth of their energy towards you, even though they tried to block that from your view. We have the Hermit here. It was interesting because you had to really sit with yourself and ask yourself, is this really for me? Yeah. Somebody here, they were looking at you as an option, and you had to sit and ask yourself, is that really what the fuck how the fuck I deserve to be treated? Is this who I am? And you're like, no. The other thing I'm seeing is there's a kid who made a decision, and you're like, okay, well, have fun with the consequences and repercussions of the choices you made, because there's not anything I can do to rescue you right now. All right. What do we have? What else? What's the message? Ace of Cups. Yeah. Spirit said, even though this isn't the way you would like things to go, it could even make you sad that somebody's in this situation. Like, you could even feel some sadness for it. Like, it's sorrowful. This is a fucking sorrowful situation. It's like your self-love doesn't allow you to do anything but what you're doing, which is making peace and moving on. That's why the first of the Handmaid clarifier said, give yourself a round of applause, because what you've accomplished is amazing. Sometimes you have to go a difficult path, okay? Sometimes it's a difficult path. The Hangman. Yeah, somebody put themselves in a holding position, a holding pattern, because they didn't move forward. They didn't move forward. They went in reverse. The car in reverse. The chariot is in reverse. Somebody went backwards. Somebody went backwards into their past. So now it created a stalemate. Two of Swords. It created a separation because somebody went backwards towards their past instead of forward towards the light of the sun, towards a pure positive connection. So that's what I have today. That's the message. Let's see. Z, you've been all over my comments. Do you have a personal request today? Do we still have Liza, Janine, TT, or Interstellar here live with us today? If you do, if you're here, guys, go ahead and put a personal request in for today. I'm going to get to those in just a moment. I'm going to do the Alpha and Omega messages next, okay? And then if it's there, I'll answer them. If it's not, I'm going to close it out with my song. All right, this is what we have from the Guardian Angel Tarot. What does it say? Card number 21, the World. Successful completion. This is a time of incredible accomplishment. You're justified in feeling joy, a sense of completion, and pride in the amazing job you've done. You've been blessed with many spiritual insights. Soon you'll begin a new journey, but for now, take time to bask in the happiness of your dreams coming true. It's been a long, challenging road to fucking get here. That's what I can tell you. But good on you. Like they say, give yourself a round of applause. What you've accomplished is amazing. Okay, dearest you, we are sending you waves of love and joy as we watch you reap the rewards of your tenacity and faith. We know how long it has taken for you to reach some of your goals and that you've had disappointments along the way. Right now, we suggest you take a deep breath and fill yourself up with gratitude and tune into the vibration of well-being. Temporary conditions may be trying to hypnotize you into seeing something else as your reality, but we know that happy rewards are on their way to you even now. Change is the only constant, so be open to it. You will achieve your dreams and more, we promise. But more important, your happy rewards will be gathered up in the small moments, the gentle breezes, the soft kisses, and the quiet commitments. Your happiest moments will be on the journey itself, not in arriving at any destination. You are surrounded by so much love and care. Can you feel us? All right. Yes, baby. When I read the part about your tenacity and your faith, it really took me back to the segment, the part of the session where I was talking about pouring the energy of blessings and protection over situations and people, no matter where they're at physically. So that energy is very strong here as well. All right, so no, this is not the deck they were showing me. This is the deck they were showing me. They were showing me the affirmators affirmation cards for you. It looks like it looks like okay. It looks like general, so this is perfect. So let's get the most valuable general message first for TT, please. Yeah, everybody's looking for a general. So this will be perfect. Okay, what's the affirmators message for TT? I heard, and for the others of you, is pick a card 1, 2, and 3. Are you rolling with TT? Are you rolling with interstellar frequency? Or are you rolling with Liza? All right. Options. As I open to the abundant possibilities of my life's path, this is yours, TT. I'm reminded that I always have unlimited options. Life is a buffet, and I allow myself to choose whatever makes me happiest without limiting thoughts. Like, you can't put mac and cheese on your baked potato. Don't get caught up in limiting thoughts. You can put whatever the fuck you want on your plate. It is a buffet. Just choose the shit that you like, baby. That's the general message I have for you, TT. All right. Let's see what is the general message for interstellar frequency, please and thank you. What is the interstellar message? What is the interstellar message? What do we have? Okay, here you go. Engagement. Today, I make a conscious choice to engage with the world in an active way. I'll take a new route and talk to strangers. I will smell flowers and pet dogs and maybe walk around barefoot for a while if I'm not inside a 7-Eleven. At the very least, I'll have a day that's slightly more interesting than average. And at the most, I have a startling epiphany or make a friend who will change my life forever. No pressure. That's a message for you, Interstellar. All right. And for Liza, you're welcome, TT. What's the message here for Liza? For Liza, it says gratitude. Today, I'm grateful for all of the little things. Even when the big things suck, there are always plenty of little things I can be at least a little grateful for, like hot showers and music and the fact that humans invented an internet and I'm allowed to use it whenever I want to, using fingers and thumbs to do whatever I think them to do at any given moment. So, gratitude is the message for you. All right, I'm going to pull one just for me. Let's see what's the message for me. My personal message. I'm going to take the top one. 2 fell down. Divine timing. Divine timing. Everything is timing, and timing is everything. Gladly, I release my concern over timing and let things happen when and as they will. I trust that the divine schedule makers know what they're doing. It can take a long time to reach divine middle management. So that's my message. All right. And that's what I have for you today, you guys. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Did you finish? Are you a finisher? Put it in the comments. Oh, yeah. All right. Until next time, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, bye-bye. And I'm out.